I wanted to share with everyone a short slideshow on our trip out to the Minimalist Camp this fall. Everybody came in on Saturday evening and met together, slept over. On Sunday morning we got out of here around 6:30 and got down to the canoe site around 9 o'clock, where we were able to get our canoes and get some group pictures. Then we went out on the river. When we got out on the river, it was about 9:15 or 9:30, and we had just a beautiful scene. We had great time paddling and learning how to use the canoes, and we set up camp about an hour and a half later. When we set up the camp, of course, the first thing we did was sheltering. We worked on getting up some lines so that we could dry out our clothing, and then we worked on some skills such as fire making. We worked on some cordage skills, some plant identification, and then we just sat around, relaxed a little bit, had a good time and cooked our lunch, had a great time of fellowship. Later that afternoon we went back to work on skills, and we practiced all sorts of skills such as knot tying. We worked on different skills such as learning how to make fire primitively, learning how to identify wild snakes and edibles in the bush. We also spent a lot of time getting prepared for the evening. We knew it was going to be a cold evening, so we set up some sheltering with different things underneath of us to try and insulate us from the ground, such as space blankets and tarps. And while we had a cold evening, everybody still had a great time. I know that they were all troopers that were out there. The next morning, we decided to go ahead and launch out, and so we got into the canoes and we paddled down the river for a while. We actually were thinking about looking for another campsite, but it turned out that because it was Labor Day weekend, all the camps on the entire river were pretty much taken up. So we got some more photos and went down the river, took a nice slow trip, and sometime around 1:30 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, we got out at the launch and came back over here to our place. Once we had lunch, we decided that we were going to work a little bit more on some primitive skills. And we did all sorts of things. We worked on a little bit of flint knapping in order to make sharp-edged tools out in the bush. We worked a little bit on some different skills, as well as everybody wanted to become proficient with making a bow drill. So as we cut notches, as we burned in fireboards and hearth boards, practice our techniques to spin the drill properly, everybody, I'm proud to say, got a coal with the bow drill, and they did a real great job. They were diligent and certainly deserved the reward of getting that coal that they worked so hard for. I wanted to thank Omer, who came out from Oklahoma, as well as Bobbi with her children Taylor and Chloe, who came from Indiana, Pete, who came from Illinois with his son Ethan, and my son Chris. You guys just made this an incredible camp, and we're so proud to have you along with us. You guys are welcome to any camp we have anytime. We had a terrific time, and hope that all of you can join us on a future camp. If you've never been to one of our setups, we really have a good time. We practice a lot of skills, have a good time of fun and fellowship. So we hope you'll join us again. And until then, this is David Wendell with Bushcraft on Fire.